Welcome to Time Well Spent, a podcast from LaborSync, the only real-time, multilingual timesheet software your business will ever need. So today, we're going to dismantle something you see all the time in the trades. It's this grind set, right?
The badge of honor.
Yeah, the idea that a 50, maybe 60-hour work week means you're getting more done. But we really need to look at the reality of that.
We do.
Because according to a recent LaborSync blog article, that whole mentality isn't just unhealthy, it's mathematically destroying your profit margins.
It's what we call the overtime trap.
Yeah.
And the math is, frankly, more brutal than most business owners realize. We're not just talking about paying time and a half.
No, it's much bigger than that.
Get this. The data shows that a 10% increase in overtime hours actually leads to a 24% decrease in output per hour.
Okay, that is the metric that stopped me in my tracks. You're not just getting diminishing returns, you're getting negative returns. Why is the drop-off so steep?
It's because fatigue isn't isolated. It's not just about those last 2 hours at the end of the day.
So it bleeds back.
It bleeds backward, exactly. If a crew knows they're pulling a 12-hour shift, they pace themselves differently from the start. The exhaustion slows down the entire day.
So you're paying a premium wage for a slower workforce.
And the whole shift, yeah.
The blog article used a perfect analogy for this. It said, throwing hours at a broken process is like putting a bigger bucket under a leaky roof instead of fixing the hole.
Exactly. And our whole goal here on Time Well Spent is to figure out, how to actually patch that roof.
Right.
Because if you just cut the overtime hours without fixing the real workflow problem, the work just doesn't get done.
So let's trace the time then. If the crew is clocked in but the output is way down, where are those hours actually going? What are the invisible thieves here?
Well, it's rarely the actual installation or the build time. The article points to a few big ones, like windshield time.
Just driving.
Just driving. A crew stuck in rush hour because the routing wasn't optimized. That's just unbillable burn.
Yeah.
Or sitting on a job site waiting for materials to show up.
Or the paperwork. I mean, I've seen it. Crews spending a half hour at the end of the day just trying to remember what they did to fill out a paper timesheet.
Right. And that is the pivot point. The article argues you have to stop tracking attendance, just seeing who showed up, and start tracking actual output.
Wait, but how do you do that without it feeling like micromanagement? If you start tracking every single minute, doesn't that just annoy your best people?
It really depends on the tool.
Yeah.
If you're using digital tracking, you're not really watching over their shoulder. You're looking for data patterns.
Okay, like what?
For example, the data might show that Crew A is consistently 20 minutes slower than Crew B on the exact same type of job.
So it's not about yelling at Crew A?
No, not at all. It's about asking the right questions. Is their route bad? Is a piece of their equipment constantly failing?
You're using the data to remove the obstacles.
Precisely. And the compound interest on this is just massive. If you save just 15 minutes of wasted time per job, and a crew does, say, 4 jobs a day.
That's an hour a day, 5 hours a week. You've just eliminated the need for that Saturday overtime shift.
And you did it without anyone having to work harder. In fact, they're working less. And that is the key to retention.
Ah, so it's about burnout.
It is. Burnout is a huge driver of turnover.
Yeah.
But people don't usually burn out from hard work. They burn out from feeling ineffective. They hate the chaos.
So optimizing the workflow, it isn't just about profit. It's actually an employee benefit.
It's a huge one. It sends a clear message. I value your time enough to not let you waste it in traffic or on paperwork. You're clearing the path so they can go home to their families.
It reframes overtime completely. It's not a strategy. It's a symptom.
It's a check engine light. If you're relying on it, something in the engine is broken. A sustainable operation has to run on facts and data, not just gut instinct and grit.
That is the reality check every business owner needs to hear. This episode of Time Well Spent was brought to you by LaborSync. Track employee hours and job site locations in real time from any device. Start your risk-free trial today at laborsync.com.